Okay, you guys, as we as the report come out live right now, I'm trying to red ball it back so you guys can get all the proper information that has came out. And one thing that surprised me about this case, and this is about David and Celeste Hernandez, the 14-year-old girl that was found in the back seat of, the back trunk of a Tesla in a junkyard. And viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Hold on, you guys. Again, warning, 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 trigger warning. Some viewers may find this following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. This content is for 18 and up. This content is for 18 and up. Viewer discretion is advised. And like I said, you guys, one thing that I found this to be disturbing to me is that the parents, the family members, and the loved ones of this young girl, the coroner had released the information. They was aware of this information back in, they said December, I believe. But it's like 4 months, and then it said something about September. So the thing that disturbed me to me is that the family had to find out the same time that everyone else had to find out about it. I have to, if I was the family, I'm like, this is what I'd be thinking. I have to find out about this information with the public. The LAPD office, this is another thing that was surprising to me. They said that they didn't want to release this information because due to the high profile of this case, it may have sparked outrage, and they didn't want a riot per se about this information coming out. And I find it kind of funny and strange. When I say funny, I'm not saying it's a laughing matter. I find it kind of strange that this information is coming out a day before his preliminary hearing. Tomorrow is his other court date. And I find it strange that they've been sitting on this information. People wanted to know. Some people may and some people may not. But I kind of find it strange that this information is coming out a day before his hearing. And information like this should not have come out publicly to the parents the same time as everyone else. Absolutely disgusting. Shame on them for that. I was trying to find my thumbnail, you guys, but I couldn't. Again, this is their live right now. They're talking about this, and I don't have access to my laptop and all the other kind of stuff, so I'm doing everything on my phone. So be patient with me if there are going to be some minor mistakes on this video, because again, I do not go live as of now. I'm only giving you guys upload. So I really appreciate each and every one. And when I say I appreciate each and every one of you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you all who come and view the content. Because again, I know some would like to interact with me as I live, so we can kick it and stuff like that. And be patient, because people that is aware of the situation that I don't go live is because if you can go look back at my old content, that I was going through some family issues, and I put my things in storage, and the storage unit got robbed. I was sharing my storage unit with my brother-in-law. It was in his name at the moment. And he got the money for it and didn't split it with us. So it is what it is. So I'm working on getting another laptop, maybe another computer. So that's what it is. But thank you guys for being patient. I know you guys want to go live. I go live sometimes, but I'm doing everything that I give you guys put out is off of a cell phone. So thank you guys for being patient. Like I said, I know some of you guys have asked when I'm going to go live and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I don't go live. And the other thing, because I ain't got time for the drama and the trolls and for the mess. Okay? So, viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, warning, warning. This is going to be the autopsy report of this beautiful young lady who lost her life early behind a singer, rapper, whatever you want to call him. But yes, justice for Celeste. And from what they're saying, because they don't have, they can't do, okay, people was asking questions about the death penalty. This is the state of California. He can't get the death penalty, but he will not be executed because they don't have that type of laws in the state of California. But most likely, the prosecutors are pushing to have life in prison without the possibility of parole. So this is the update. I told you guys I'm going to be trying to follow this case for you guys, those who care, those who want to know. Yes, this is an update, and there is going to be another one for tomorrow. This is just the autopsy report, the coroner's report on the findings of Miss Celeste. So let's go over to, I think it's Channel 8 News, and I'm gonna let the guy, I think his name is JB or Josh, or they're both, let them explain to you guys about the autopsy reports. And I'm going to be jumping in and out and give you guys commentary, because again, that is the rules on YouTube. When you are doing a reaction video, you do have to stop and give your commentary here and there. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, because again, this is not my main content. This is a reaction video on the autopsy. I'm going to try to minimize of me talking, but I'm going to have to, because again, fair use for the copyright statute.
Look at this first. And this is something that was originally posted by TMZ, and now this obviously is in the full report, right?
Correct.
You've been able to confirm that, and it wasn't a separate secondary document. So, Josh, can we zoom in here on page 1 of 2? Would you be able to...
I'd like to actually pull this up in the main page if we're good with me scrolling
That's
to
fine.
it on the main document.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Just as long as you can navigate it, that would be great.
Here we go.
Trigger warning.
Here's the 1 of 2.
Okay. So here's the 2 wounds that we are talking about, and it would believe that we have one above the torso, basically between, basically in the rib cage area, the abdomen area. What's the numbers there? So defect is going to be obviously the wound.
3/4 of an inch, it looks like.
So 3/4 of an inch. That's going to be the length of the
defect
of the defect, the wound itself. 3 to 9 o'clock is obviously the direction of the wound itself. Not that it went 3 to 9 o'clock. They're just describing here in the medical examiner's report the angle in which the penetrating object went in. We see here, I can't read the cursive that well here. I know I had a transcript of it here too. I can bring that up. I believe it says that those are 2 descriptors as to where it is location-wise on the body, but is that 1.5 inch depth?
Which one are we talking about? Which bullet?
I'm sorry, on the left.
One.
Okay, so she suffered from 2, I believe, stab wounds, and those are the angles of the wounds. But this is the disturbing part, you guys. She was dismembered. The girl was dismembered. And also they said that David had defensive wounds as well. Because when I told you guys day before yesterday that his lawyer, his defense team said that they have evidence, they have findings where they know that he did not commit this crime. Those is what David defense team is saying. But prosecution says that that's why it took so long after the body was found in the trunk, you guys. Let's listen. After the body was found in the trunk, right? The foul odor. So the police came out and did an investigation, right? Okay. So they had to obviously find out by forensic DNA samples of who this young lady was, this first had to find out who is it. They had to identify the body, right? They found that. They had to identify the car. Okay, that's a lead right there. So we don't at this moment they found a dismembered body in the car, right? Decomposed body in the car, right? Okay. So to do the steps to identify who this person is, they had to find out who this car belongs to. So they got that. They found out that the car did actually belong to David, because there was a lot of misconception on who the car belonged to. Was it his friend? Was it this person or was it this person? So they found out that the car actually belonged to David. Okay? And so when that come around, now they had to find out who is this person in this car. They got that. Now they're doing that proper investigation. That's why it took almost a whole year for this case to be where it's at now, because there's a lot of pieces that they had to put in play, and they had to do it their way. So anything, if they did not connect the dots, then people would get turned loose and free, and they did not want that. That's why they was having a lot of kickback and pushback from the public. How come he has? Excuse me, I'm stretching. That's why they got a lot of pushback on how come he's out. It's been almost a year. Well, it's been exactly a year. Almost a year, like a couple of days from the day that the discovery was happening. And see, this is why I want to go live, because I don't want to get this upload. It's gonna be so long, you guys, because I'm long-winded and it's a lot to uncover. But as of today, right now, we do have, those are the wounds that was found in the corners, and they have more. I'm gonna have to go over to TMZ, because this is from JB and Josh. They're live as a moment, and they have a lot more, and they're getting their information from TMZ as well. But as we know, you guys, right here, right now, those are the wounds that caused that young lady unaliving. And again, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And then, as you see, they're so small, so I'm quite sure she bled out. So she has those two small wounds, so they was in an argument, fussing, and fighting. And also, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And this is not hearsay. They did found methamphetamine and another substance in this young girl's body. So they was over there allegedly. I'm going to have to say allegedly to protect my platform. But they also said, because again, they've been live for a few hours. It just came across my desk. So they did find methamphetamine and other controlled substance in this young lady body. Not only she's with a guy that's way older than her, they're drinking, they're also using drugs. So maybe the drugs that they're consuming alcohol, methamphetamine, other type of, they said some type of pill. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was a Molly or what. They did find a few types of drugs in this girl's system, and one of them being methamphetamine. My on God today. Please pray for the family, you guys. Please send out prayers to this girl's family. And to be honest, I think her family do need to be questioned. Someone said that in the comments as I was watching this, because they said something about her, even though that this her mother was, quote unquote, air quotes, was trying to call her phone, and then she called his phone. Why do you have his number? David, I'm saying, why does the mom have his number? So you are aware that your daughter was involved with him, dating, or maybe friends. Either way it goes. I'm going to get off of that. But as I say, pray for the family, and I meant that. But someone said, well, a few people there in the comments, as this is live, obviously I took the comments off. I think the parents do need to be questioned. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, because again, this is an upload and I don't want to be too long. But as we see right now, that is the wounds that caused this girl demise, and it's so sad. So I will be probably coming in and out as more story develops on this, because I got much more. I have much more. But yes, this is the cause of her demise. Prayer for Celeste Rivers Hernandez, the young lady that was dismembered and decomposed body that's thrown away like yesterday's trash. We didn't know what her life could have been, but we do know her life was cut very short at the age of 14 years of age. Let me go back. Hold on. And as you guys look at all this, these are just going, they were talking about her, that she was fighting for her life, you guys. Oh, I'm getting emotional, you guys. This girl was fighting for her life. When you guys see all these indications, these marks right here, these are just like being constantly punched on. And again, I said this is a disturbing content. Viewer discretion is advised, you guys. Viewer discretion is advised. Please, this content for 18 and older. Please, this is for a mature audience. So these are not wounds like a stab wound or a gunshot. These are like defensive wounds. When all these indications right here, top of her head, and plus, like I said, her body was decomposed. So when I show you guys this, these are not stab wounds or anything. They're just showing that, okay, these are what they found on the skeleton of the body, because like I said, it's been there for a long time. So her body was in the state of decomposing, right? This girl suffered so. I gotta go. I have to go. I cannot do this. I have a daughter that is a year younger than Mrs. Hernandez. I have 3 daughters. My oldest is 22. She's off in college. My second child, she'll be 18 in a few months. And my baby girl will be 14 in a few months, because you guys, my second and my youngest, their birthdays are a day apart. Their birthdays are a day apart. One is on the 4th and one is on the 5th. Yes, my second child and my youngest daughter, because I have 4 kids. I have 3 girls and 1 boy. I have 3 girls and 1 boy. And my second daughter and my youngest daughter, their birthdays is a day apart. So my youngest daughter, she will be 14 in a few months. And I couldn't imagine on top of me not knowing her whereabouts. And I'm trying to call her phone and I don't have any information. And then I found out that possibly they found a body, and not knowing if that's my child or not. And they couldn't tell me anything. And I had to find out, as the public find out about certain information. I could not for the life of me. I cannot. And again, that's why I said some information is triggering. I said that last night. Some information is triggering, and I choose not to talk about it. But being a content creator, a blogger, a journalist, you have to try to stay strong and give the information that you're giving. That's why I said I couldn't do a lot of this stuff, because I'm a very, very, very sensitive person. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, believe what you want to. I am very sensitive when it comes. Oh, my honey coming. Oh, my baby, he's here. My honey get off of work. So yeah, this is a lot to unpack. This is a lot to unpack. Hey, baby. Hey. What you doing, love? Here. This is for me? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, I'm finna get off in a minute. I'm finna get off right now. So, you guys, that is all that I have to come and tell you again. If there is more to unpack in this situation, but let me kiss. And I don't want that kind. Why you get that kind? Oh, Dr. Pepper. Let me see. Oh, it is. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So it is a lot to unpack, and I'm gonna come back later on and give you guys more information, because we're going to unpack this autopsy. But as of now, this is what have came out. She have 2 wounds in the front of her body, and again, there was drugs found in her system. So I want to come back later on, and I want to unpack. I want to unpack that. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Damn. Again, this is, I'm sorry, you guys. I will see you guys. I will see you guys later on. And I love each and every one of you guys. I really do appreciate. Words cannot express how much I appreciate each and every one of you from the top of my heart. I thank you for viewing my content. And I'm your girl, House of Queens TV, Louisiana Red 318. And I love you guys so much. So much. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, safe, amazing day so far. And I love you. Thank you for viewing. Let's like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to do so. Let's get in some comments and let's get the conversation popping. Bye, you guys.